Okay, so I'm trying to make a video of preparing this mushroom, this gigantic puffball mushroom. So here it is. It's about the size of a sort of oddly shaped basketball. Um, you can see that's its little root. It's where it attaches to the fungus that lives underground because, as you know, mushrooms actually are part of fungus that lives underground. Usually the fungus network extends over large distances underground. There are actually, I believe there have been fungus discovered in the earth that are the largest and heaviest known living creatures. A single, pure, single DNA network of a single fungus with all the same DNA. I think they found underground fungus that weigh up to 250 tons, they believe, living all one single organism. So very huge. They can be very huge underground. This is sort of the above ground part of this particular type of mushroom, the giant puffball, Cavitia giganticus. So I'm trying to clean it now. So, they tell you that you can peel this outer skin off, but I'm just kind of wiping it with a soft towel to try and get the dirt out of it. It's not actually too dirty, especially on the top. But of course, the bottom that's down near the where the root, where it attaches to the ground, that's kind of dirty. See, that's kind of dirty. You see? So like that. See, kind of dirty. So I hate to waste too much of it, so I'm trying to get that dirt out of there without having to cut it away. But I'll probably end up having to peel this part away because it probably can't be cleaned. And since it was the part that was down near the ground, there's always the chance there could be like one little bug or something, and who knows, right? So, and we all know that everything comes from the earth, so there could be, in all food that comes from a farm, there's probably bugs, although, modern farming uses pesticides, so there probably aren't as many as you would see here. I'm just going to try kind of cleaning it with a spray. Actually, the experts don't recommend this because this mushroom can absorb a lot of water. So I'm just going to very carefully try to do the bottom of it. See how it goes. Hopefully, maybe it'll clean it out there pretty good. Because who knows, this bottom part of the mushroom, who knows, it might be a cure for cancer. It might have some kind of life-giving property. So, I hate to waste it, right? So, and this spray of water seems to be working pretty good on the bottom. Gotta be careful not to get too much water on it, though. As I say, the experts advise against doing this, so. But it's working quite well, so I'm going to do it. I'm not an expert, so I can do whatever I want, including be crazy enough to eat this, but I know for sure it's not poisonous, and I've had them before, so I know that I'm not allergic to them. So even though puffball is not poisonous, it's always possible a person could be allergic to it, so you would want to proceed with caution if you've never had one before. You might want to skip it if you like to play it safe. Yeah. So I'm just kind of using my fingernail to kind of clean the surface of this thing off on the bottom. Clean it up real good. Try to get anything out of there that I don't really want to eat, like dirt. But in the mushrooms you buy at the store, they usually have some dirt on them too. So that's really nothing new with mushrooms. Because they grow in the dirt. And they're not a pesticide cultivated product as far as I know. So, you do see the bugs on the surface of them occasionally and things like that. So I'm just kind of trying to gently clean it up. And you can see it's getting much cleaner. You see? Cleaning up nicely. Yeah. And, you know, just sort of using a combination of wet paper towel and my hands, try and get the stuff off it. Little pieces of dirt and leaves and stuff. And I should have poured myself a glass of wine before I started this, because now I could be nipping some wine. So I'm going to take a break, and I'm going to pour myself some wine. I'm going to open this bottle of wine up and have some wine while I do this cleaning. Okay, so let me pour myself some Merlot. So I have this, this is Queen Esther Merlot 2011 from Austria. I bought it because it's from Austria. You see the label? Although Queen Esther, I don't know, is this Jewish Merlot? I'm not sure. I hope that's joke isn't in bad taste. I mean, Queen Esther Merlot. So maybe this is the Jewish Merlot. So I'm going to find out. I'm going to have some tonight. So find my knife and my bottle opener. Yes, here's my knife for cutting away the wrap. Oh, there's actually a tab on this one. Oh, nice. Okay. So, yeah, we pull that off. Very nice. Nicely designed. Yeah. These Jewish Merlots are really designed well. Everything's thought out very, very well. More folks. Okay, we're going to pop the top. I'm not sure what kind of wine they recommend for puffballs. I'm going to look it up in a minute on the internet. I'm sure it's out there somewhere. And where do I have a clean wine glass? Here, I do. I don't know if my video is still going. Yes, it's still going. I guess I haven't exceeded the capacity of the device yet. I have a 64 gigabyte chip in that BlackBerry, so hopefully give me a nice long video of the preparation of the very rare giant puffball mushroom. Quite rare. It's only the second time in my life that I've ever seen or had one. I had one about 3 years ago that I found in St. Louis, Missouri along the bike path. And today I also found one along the bike path. So I guess they seem to like bike paths. How's this wine? It smells funky. Ah, smells funky, but tastes delicious. Very good wine. Okay, well, I'm very happy with that. I'll cork that up. Alright, now back to the cleaning of this mushroom. It's looking pretty good. It's getting pretty clean. A new fresh paper towel and blot it a bit. You can see it's a slight yellow color. The ideal time to eat the giant puffball is when it's pure white. But the exterior being slightly yellow is probably okay. Because the inside looks like it's completely white, which is the main thing. That's what matters. The inside of the mushroom. As near as I can tell, it's pure white. So, and you can kind of scrape this with your thumb, with your fingernail. And it kind of cleans up it kind of takes the outer layer of the thing off here without really taking away any of the sort of like steak meat of the mushroom. You see how it's kind of coming off there? You kind of scratch it off. Yep. So I'm kind of scratching off this whole bottom area because, you know, it's the part that was against the ground, and who really wants all that, right? Who knows what the heck happened. So I'm going to cook it, of course, so it's going to be cooked at high temperature, which should get rid of anything unsavory, you know, make it safe. So clean off the top of the mushroom. And I guess I'll have to cut away this little root piece because obviously that's not going to clean up. I'm going to do that right now. Yeah. So there's the little root. I took that off. Decided to take that right off. Yep. Yep. It has an interesting smell. I can't really describe it. It's very interesting. It's unique. I mean, it's very pleasing. It's not a bad smell. Right. So I'm going to clean this stuff I scraped off here. Yeah. Pull it right off. Sure. I'm going to kind of wipe it with some paper towel. Clean a little bit further. I have to tell you, I'm pretty excited because I figure, you know, this is such an unusual thing. It probably has some kind of fabulous properties, like health-giving properties. Although, hopefully it won't kill me. Truly, you can't mistake a puffball. They're generally pretty safe, especially when they're real big like this one. You want to stay away from small puffballs that are like the size of a golf ball, because there are some mushrooms that look like a puffball when they're small, but they're actually not puffballs. They're regular mushrooms, and they can even be very poisonous. So, getting there on the cleaning. Trying to get to where I don't see any little black specks anywhere. Just about done, I think. Got a chopstick here that I use to kind of dig stuff out of cracks. I'm just kind of making it up as I go along. Yep. Kind of rough up these areas where it's really interesting, man. This thing, it's just interesting. I'm almost ready to cut myself a steak and have it. Bon appetit. Oh, there's some dirt in there. What's that? Get that out of there. Yeah. Kind of looks like the moon. It's got these little crevices in it. Of course, that's probably where some kind of bugs or something have gnawed away at it, probably. But as I say, it's going to be cooked, so. And I hate to tell you this, if you ever worked in a restaurant, I have, long ago, my first jobs, you know that you get stuff in restaurants that's probably nastier than this and you just didn't know it. Restaurants are not all they're cracked up to be, let me tell you. I always feel better eating at home, that's for sure. Like some of the stuff I've seen done in restaurant kitchens. Like steaks falling on the floor and people picking them up, brushing them off, putting them back on the plate and serving them to the customer. I've seen it. Seen it in the kitchen. Hard to believe, incredible, happens. And it's almost completely clean. Really getting there. How are we doing? Is it still recording? Yeah, still recording. Amazing. This must have been meant to be because even the thing's recording. Alright, some more wiping with clean paper towel. I'm getting to where this whole bottom area is clean and I didn't have to cut it away. You know, I just cleaned it up. And just kept sort of picking away at areas that needed some cleaning. Because I don't want to waste any of this, you know. I might live the rest of my life and never find one of these. I mean, they're pretty rare. I've only found one once before, so it's more of that wine. Pretty good. I've been needing some red wine today. Wasn't thinking about it, but now that I'm home, I'm like, yeah, red wine. That's what I had in mind. All right, let's get another wet towel. throw this stuff in the trash. And here's me. Yeah.